guys, welcome on back to the channel. Hope that you're having a wonderful day out there in the YouTube universe that you're surfing right now. Let's go ahead and listen to some Toto. We're going to listen to the track I'll Be Over You. This is off of the album Fahrenheit, which was released in 1986. Okay, so I know the hits from Toto. I know Africa, Hold the Line. As far as I know, that's it. There may be others, but those are the two that I can think of off the top of my head. I've heard a lot more about the band. Like, I've heard a lot of good things about them, but I don't really know kind of like anything about them outside of those two songs, really. So I don't really have any recommendations for tracks as far as I know. There probably are. They're amidst the thousands of comments in my YouTube channel. I could not really find any. So I'm just choosing this track. We'll give it a listen. We'll talk about it. And sometimes I just hope that this kind of spurs discussion and kind of kickstarts discussion, and you guys can kind of help guide me along. Because I've heard a lot of good things about like their other tracks and stuff or other albums. I just don't know like where to start kind of thing. So we're going to give this one a listen. It's one of their most listened songs here on Spotify, and we'll talk about it after. Maybe that'll give us some guidance into where to go next. Oh, let's go!
Some people live their dreams. God knows how.
I did like that little bass fill. I did like that. That was nice. That was nice. Okay, I want to talk about I'll Be Over You. I want to talk about this. Obviously, I chose one of their most streamed tracks, so it's going to be a popular one. So here's my initial gut feelings, and I think you guys, a lot of you know me by now. This type of music is kind of what I grew up around when it comes to my mom, okay? This adult, contemporary, ballady kind of sound. So there's almost a DNA part of me that I enjoy this sound. And I do. That's kind of it. I enjoy this sound. It doesn't matter. I enjoy it. Is it something that I'm going to like seek out and listen to? No, not at all. But it's inoffensive. It hits the right notes. I grew up in some parts with this kind of sound and everything, so it does hit a certain part of me, and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of nice. And there are some great elements in the track too. Wonderful singing. I would like to hear more of that. Wonderful guitar. Would like to hear more of that. Some little bass fills that made me think that there's something else to the band. And of course the big moments in the music, you know. Yeah, it all sounds the way it's supposed to sound. This is obviously like the big ballad number, blah, 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 and it does its job well. Now, like I said, let's use this as a launching pad. We've heard this side of the band before. I would like to hear some more of that tasty guitar. I would like to hear some more singing, some more sultry vocals. I would like to hear the rest. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. But this was a nice track. However, I have the album here pulled up on Wikipedia, as I always have Wikipedia when I'm listening to albums. And I'm just perusing through the personnel and stuff. Now, I do have a question. The final track here on the album, Don't Stop Me Now, it features a particular musician that I would not expect to see on this album. And I see a lot of musicians on this album. You got Don Henley, Michael McDonald. Man, you have a lot of people here. But one name stands out above them all. You have Miles Davis. Maybe you misheard me. You have Miles Davis on this track. Now, this surprises me on many levels, but the first being, how did Miles Davis and Toto get together? Was this like we're paying Miles Davis $1 million to appear on this track? Was there something about the music that attracted Miles Davis? What? There has to be a story. There has to be a reason. And I don't see anything listed here. But that piques my curiosity deeply. There must be something. Because Davis, as far as I know, is kind of peculiar, kind of particular in who he works with. So what's bringing him here? And there's a story behind that, and I'm deeply curious. The lyrics, there's not a ton to go over in the lyrics. Some people live their dreams, some people close their eyes, some people's destinies pass them by. Don't let the things pass by in life. Don't keep putting off your destiny. Don't keep putting off the things you want to accomplish. Take today by the horns and just do it. There are no guarantees, there are no alibis. That's how our love must be. Don't ask why. So he's making this big statement, but then he brings it back down like our love. Don't ask why, don't ask questions. Let's just get down to it. It takes some time, God knows how long. I know that I can forget you. As soon as my heart stops breaking, anticipating, as soon as forever is through, I'll be over you. In other words, I ain't never getting over you. That is basically the crux of the biscuit. Why is Miles Davis featured on the last track? Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the track. But of course, give me some recommendations based upon what I'm looking for. I want a little bit more of that guitar. I want a little bit more of that singing. It sounded great. I want a little bit more. Show me this. You know what I want. You know already. So give me that. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought. Comments. Follow me over on Twitter. If you enjoy what I do, want to support me, you can do that over on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, and I hope to see you all then. Bye, guys.